want women, the last thing you should do is make her a priority.
Yes.
And so the problem is like coming from my age, like, the 90s and, even even if you go back to the 60s, I'm not that old, but even if you go back to the 60s, all the music, everything was about, getting a woman, simping to a woman. You had Keith Sweat begging back in the day, and everything was about a woman, get a woman. And so it's that, to me, that's propaganda.
I never liked R&B. And the
Mm.
number one reason why I never liked R&B, and I still, even to this day, I don't really like R&B songs. I only usually listen to them if I'm at a girl's house. If you actually listen to the lyrics that these guys are singing, it always sounded like they was begging it with a chick, like always begging,
That's
oh
exactly
please,
what it was.
my life will be like fulfilled when you come into my. And I'm like, bro, like,
But
and this is before I even knew what simping was and all of that. I just was like, this doesn't sound right.
as a woman, I'm telling you, if you prioritize your business, whatever that means, put women to the side, the women will pick up on that energy. When you give a woman that the vibe of, oh, you're my everything, you're my world, a woman cannot help but uh kind of disrespect you in a sense, because
Yes,
she's thinking, why are you making me your priority? And she's
yes.
not going to say that to you, but that's what it is. Now we're going to try to play games with you. Now let's say you are a man that's on your business, right? And you're doing your thing, the women are coming. We're going to try to play little games and do little things to try to get you off your goal. And if you do it, you're going to think that you're going to please her. You won't.
A lot of guys would have to just like suppress their urge to be thirsty simps.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
and like me personally, like I was talking about this with another one of my female friends today, and I was just saying to her that, like, I'm not like the typical guys out there. Like, I don't focus on women as much as like
Hmm.
most guys do. You see what I'm saying? Like, and another thing
Yep.
about me is, like, for instance, if I am talking to a girl in a like romantic way, let's just put it like that, yeah. Like, if she shows me any kind of signs of she's not interested, or she takes long to reply, or she's not giving me the same level of interest, I would just cut off. I'm
Yep.
not gonna beg it. I don't think you're above me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just the way it is. I did a video that I posted on Patreon where I was saying, never make your girlfriend a priority, and
Hmm.
it goes as it goes exactly with what you're saying, and what you're saying is so true, that, like, when you put your own goals, ambitions first, it
Yep.
makes you more attractive to women. It makes you way
They
more
will
attractive,
come.
and
They
and
will
I'm sure
naturally come.
and I'm sure every guy has had an experience where they've had a crush on a chick. They tried to show the chick that, oh, I just want to be with you, and you're so beautiful, and I just want to waste
Yep.
all my money on you, and all of this nonsense. And the girl was just not giving a crap. She
You are
doesn't care.
nailing
She
a
don't want it.
talking stuff.
And then you'll
Hmm.
see the same girl. She'll be chasing after a guy who doesn't even pay her no mind.
Yep. Yep. And the thing about it is, we see, it's like men, y'all know this to be true, but there's that thing in you. If I just simp a little bit harder, if I give her more attention, if I do what she says, if I give her this money, man, I can win her affection. And I'm so sorry to tell you, it does not work that way with us. And here's what I'm telling you. Even women, it's like we're hard to women are quite complicated because we're just so full of emotions. So because we're so complicated and confused, you guys can't really pay us any attention like that.
Mm.
you know so many men are like really listening, you know listening to women, and all of our different emotions. Y'all are getting confused, turned upside down. No.
Like, if you're a guy and you go out and try to get advice on dating from majority of women, it's the
Oh,
worst thing you could ever do. Like, for instance, even if you
oh,
go to your own mum, your own mother, and you ask her, oh, about women, oh, I really like this girl, blah blah blah, your mum's probably gonna tell you to go and simp. Really,
yep,
go and be a
yep.
simp. And we all know that doesn't work.
The mom is trying to create the man that she thinks she wants. But like, remember we said the woman's mind is very, well, I'm saying the woman's mind is very confused. A woman thinks. she wants a man that's just going to bow down to her, but we don't know any better. No, that's not what you want. We just think that. And unfortunately, if you're the type of woman that gets with that kind of man, that's a disaster.
Chase success, get power, bro. Like, if you
Mm.
do that, the byproduct of that is that you're gonna look more attractive to the opposite sex. That's a very simple concept. I've seen it in my own life. I always tell this story, yeah, of when I was in school. There was a girl that lived around the corner from my house. I always used to go to her house, rain, sleet, sunshine, whatever. I'd go to her house, stand on her doorstep, talk to her, blah blah blah. I really had a crush on her. Arranged the date with her. I was gonna pay for everything. She just ghosted me. She just aired me. Like, I rang her like
Mm.
5 times in a row, 12 text messages, didn't get no reply. Boom. Didn't see her for a long time. Then by the time I saw her again, I was bang on my own purpose. I knew I was going to America. I was going to play football, blah, blah, blah. I was so one track minded, nothing could distract me. And then she all of a sudden was attracted to me. All of a
Mm.
sudden, she wanted to know what's going on with me. And she's calling me up and text messaging me. And, she's telling me, oh, when are you free? I want to come to your house and blah, blah, blah. Now, what was the end result? I was sleeping with her for the period of time up to when I went to America. She
Mm.
weren't my girlfriend. She was just a girl.
Right.
You know what I'm
But when
saying?
you
And so, like, guys really need to understand this concept of, like, stop chasing women, like, because really and truly, if a woman likes you, she's gonna make it very easy. You won't need to chase.
and I would even go as far as to say, because you have to kind of like change with the times, years ago, like man, they would take women out to a fancy dinner date. I would honestly suggest to men, don't do that. You offer, we can go for a walk in the park if you're serious. Now we're not talking about just getting women. If you really want a woman and to figure out if she's on your team, don't spend that money on her. Don't do that. It's just like it's flushing it down the toilet, because it's not going to impress her. It just doesn't work that way. And even if you're not for serious intentions, there's no need nowadays for you to be spending all this cash and dough. It's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah, but this is the problem. This is the problem. Like, a lot of guys are simps, in it. There's a lot of
Yeah.
guys who lead with money. So
Mm.
it puts, like, for instance, it puts a guy that's got my mindset of, I'm not gonna go and waste all my money on a girl. I'm not gonna be tight. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I don't mind little things, but I'm not gonna go and just splash money or just give some chick money. Like, I'm not into that. Like, do you know what I mean? But the problem is, there are a lot of guys that will do that because they lead with money, because maybe they're not really that confident in themselves, or they feel like, well, I've got the money, so I'm gonna just pay for her time or attention or whatever, and it messes up the whole game. Do you get what I'm saying? So now a lot of girls, they'll start to expect that, and then now you start getting all these gold
Yep.
diggers and sugar
Yep.
babies and all of this nonsense, and bro, it just messes up